All right, man. Hearing fans is upset that Terence Crawford is the favorite. Errol Spence fans, and like I said before, I mean they should celebrate Terence Crawford if the favorite, if they truly gonna believe Errol Spence is gonna win this fight, because that means y'all can go get y'all roll on, y'all can get y'all bank rolled up, y'all can stack y'all paper like Pringles. All right. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button, it's the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. So yeah, man. People upset that Vegas got him a slight favorite. To me, that's it. Really, that's just that y'all should be happy. That's just gonna give y'all, more opportunities to, make some bread. That's all that is. That's gonna give you more opportunities to get that dollar. So, but at the end of the day, when you got somebody who been out the ring for a whole year, what you expect? Ask yourself what you expect when you got somebody who been out the ring the whole year, and they've been fairly lethargic. But then again, he known to be good off layoffs, and I think you got to give him his credit. If he come out there and he really convincingly whooped Terence Crawford ass, coming off a long layoff, man, hey dude, you got to give him some credit out there, if not all credit, depending on how you look at it, because they didn't just took credit away from Terence Crawford. Anything he did, even if you win this fight, you already know the excuses that they planning to use on Terence Crawford. Bud Errol had a year off, the car accident took his punch resistance, or the eye injury and all this type of stuff, or a mouthpiece fell out his mouth. But at the end of the day, bro, we already know boxing is not satisfying. If you're looking for, if you're looking for type of gratuity from fans, it's always going to be a nice contingent of fans that's going to take it away from you. And it's the ultimate opinionated sport, even more so than MMA. And I think because MMA ain't been as corrupt as boxing, because it ain't been as around as boxing. It hasn't been around as long as boxing. But at the end of the day, dude, Errol Spence fans to celebrate that Errol Spence is the underdog. I hope that the line grow further apart, because he's a plus 100. If you don't know what that means, $100. If you bet 100 to get you 100, so he ain't the biggest underdog of all time, because 128 when you 100, 128 when you 100 on Buzz. So only 28 more dollars get you the same as the plus, which to y'all big money spenders and big money ballers and all that other ish, that really ain't nothing. That's really not nothing. So at the end of the day, that line is gonna close come fight night, because people gonna see Errol Spence as a good lick. The money gonna come in on Errol Spence, and it might be a dead heat come fight night. In reality, it might be a dead heat. So that's what most of y'all don't understand on how Vegas operate and how it percolate and how it work. You feel what I'm saying? So that fight truly may be a dead heat. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, y'all should be celebrating. It's y'all chance to hit a lick like it's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm y'all, I wouldn't be too upset about that. You get an opportunity, to do, to do your thing there. So I think people should be. I think Errol Spence fans should be happy. I think Errol Spence fans should be happy. So that's how I'm looking at it. Y'all should be happy. But at the end of the day, dude, it's damn near dead. It's gonna be either Errol Spence might even creep up to being the favorite if y'all don't understand how odds work. Because come fight night and come closer to the fight, a lot of money gonna pour in on Errol Spence just because he the favorite. But then again, it may not, because Errol Spence, Terence Crawford is $28 behind. So that ain't really no big difference. It's damn near even. He's a very slight favorite. He's a very slight favorite. So I know a lot of y'all don't understand how odds work, because it used to be basically AC. It used to be used to be an AC in Vegas thing, and now you can bet everywhere. So if you wasn't accustomed to fighting if you wasn't accustomed to offshore betting, then you really wouldn't know how bets work unless you had a bookie. And yeah, bookie's still around. Trust me, they still around. But because everywhere you can't bet and everybody don't know how to operate. Everybody don't know how to operate online. I have people still asking me, how can you bet online, or if my state got online betting, or whatever it is. Um so yeah, I still got people asking me that. But like I continue to say, dude, like it ain't, man, they Errol Spence fans. Anytime you give Terence Crawford the edge or you give him a compliment, they get in they feminine and they start like moaning and complaining and groaning and getting in dispositions and all that type stuff. Like, dude, you can have a preference, bro. Y'all act like women when it comes to dudes on the internet voicing their preference. Like, we can't do nothing. You be like, well, you know what? I really don't want no girl under over 200 pounds. You know, I prefer my woman to be about 160, 150 to 160. Then you got the bitches below 150 talking about, you know, you being a sexist, and the chicks above 200 talking about you being sexist and all that type of stuff. Dude, man, people can have preferences. Boxing fans can have preferences. I will never knock you for having a preference on this channel. Now, if you got a stupid reason for having a preference, then we got a whole different, conversation going. We got a whole different conversation going, but that's on you. Don't come in here just trying to troll or don't sound educated. That's my thing. Don't come in here trying to control shit. And if you do control something, then sound like you know what you're talking about or know what you're talking about. I ain't tripping on you. But this thing is a dead heat. Vegas, this line telling you that Vegas don't know, and the only reason that Terence Crawford is a favorite, I would imagine, is because he fought, he active, and Errol Spence pretty much been inactive in a car accident and all that type of stuff, and it may not matter. Who knows? What if Errol Spence go out there and put hands, shoulder, feet, and toes on Terence Crawford, beat him everywhere up except on the bottom of his shoe? Well, nobody has shit to say, even though you can move the goalpost back on that, but you got to give him credit. He stood tall, made this fight happen, became a man in his word, even though it took longer than what it was supposed to take. And they tried to stall Terence Crawford out. They tried to wait him out because he owed. So be it. Because Errol Spence, he ain't pretty much looked the same since the car accident. So you got to say the same thing. But part of that reason is, he ain't looked good before the car accident. He started to decline. Let's call it what it is. He didn't look good after the car accident. He started to decline. And a lot of that had to do with a lot of that had to do with, I think, inactivity. A lot of that had to do with inactivity. A lot of that had to do with inactivity. And that's just what it is. A lot of it has to do with inactivity. So, and that's just what come with the game. If you don't stay active, bro, you can't continue to get better. You can't continue to hone your skills. That's just what it is. And then if you ain't matching made right, that's what tend to happen. Terence Crawford kind of was like match made by fire, bro. He had to take what he can get because he didn't become an Olympian. That's credit to Errol Spence because, a lot of times politics play a huge role in that. And Terence Crawford just wasn't a likable person. When you real and you outspoken, hey, it is what it is. Errol Spence was very marketable, very clean cut kid, and he did what he needed to do. And that's not easy becoming an Olympian. That's not easy at all. So But yeah, it ain't nothing but a slight favor, bro. Like damn near it's a dead heat. That's what I don't understand people tripping about. Like, dude, this damn near dead heat. And even if he is a slight favorite or a majority favorite, you feel like really Errol Spence gonna win, guess what? Go get your money. What do you 40 say? Go get your paper, mine. Yeah, go get your money, man. There's free money out here. What Future said we got blood on the money and it's still, we still count it. Dirty Sprite 2 is an absolute classic. Might be one of the last classic albums I heard. So I mean, yeah, even the draw is plus 1280. So they kind of saying that, with a draw, like usually the draw is a customary 118. I mean plus 118. So that's what they telling you. They believe this fight is more likely to kind of end up in a draw, plus 1600 and method of victory. So I mean, they telling you some things, points. So they basically saying they favor Terence Crawford to win. Well, they favor Errol Spence to win on points because 100 gets you 180. So yeah, that's basically what they saying, that they favored Errol Spence to win on points. But they favor Terence. If it's a knockout, they believe it's gonna be Terence Crawford because only 100 only give you 360. So yeah, just some some inside betting there. But hey, man, information. But I would be celebrating, dude. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Everybody support the channel. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. I'm gonna keep putting it down. But hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Peace.